as the video title says, I wanted to talk about my weight loss journey so far with Slimming World. So as of my last weigh-in, which was the 27th of November, I am 1 stone 6.5 down, so which is so annoying. I am, you probably won't be able to see it because it's backwards, I am half a pound away from getting my 1.5 stone award. So when I was weighed in on Tuesday, I was like, really, could you just not give me the extra half a pound? So yeah, so this is my 9th week of doing Slimming World, and I just wanted to do a quick video just talking about my journey so far, how I found it, etc, etc. I really wanted to do a video like from week 1, but I didn't know if I'd actually stick to Slimming World. So it kind of came about where my sister-in-law was going to Slimming World, and I put on a lot of weight, and I was thinking about it, but I was too scared to kind of go by myself. And she mentioned that she was going, so I said, oh okay, I'll go with you. And I didn't think I'd stick to it for this long. Like, I know 9 weeks might not sound like a long time, but for me to actually be doing something consistently for 2 months, that's pretty good going for me. So yeah, and I went, and then since then I've really enjoyed it actually so far. So just some stats. So I started on the 2nd of October 2018, and my starting weight was 15 stone 1, and I'm 5'4". So you know, my weight for my BMI, not good. I'm like obese, and that's, you know, if I call it in BMI terms. And I have put on a lot of weight, and I knew this, but when I stood on the scale for my first session, I was absolutely mortified. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? Like, I've never seen like 15 on the scale before. When I was at uni, I was like 10 stone 6, and so for me to step on that scale and be like 15 stone, I'm like, you've put on like 1 stone a year. And that's what happens, you put on 1 stone a year, and 1 stone, you know, divvied out through the months, what is that like? That's like an extra pound a month, 12 months, an extra pound, 12, yeah. No one's gonna notice that until 4 or 5 years later, you're like 5 stone heavy. You're like, how did we get here? So that happened. So that was a big wake-up call for me, and because of that, I've been really determined to get into a healthy BMI. So my first initial target is just to be a healthy BMI for my height. So I think that's 10 stone 6, I think. It's all written down here. Yeah, 10 stone 6.5. So that's my target. But I think I'm going to drop that for my height, which is 5'4". I think a healthy BMI for me is between 7.5 or 8 and 10.5. So I want to aim for 9 actually eventually. So then, you know, it's halfway through. I've got some leeways if I do put some weight on, until a healthy BMI. So that's a big focus for me. I just want to be in a healthy BMI. So yes, that's my stats so far. And as I said, I'm 9 weeks in, and I want to continue doing filming. I love watching people on YouTube like doing their weekly Slimming World updates. Like, I literally just like binge watch them, and I thought, oh well, I'll just do it as well, because I can't be the only person who likes binge watching other people's Slimming World journeys. Yes, that's me so far. And I've got my certificates. I think in my first month I got Slimmer of the Month, and I was like so excited. My half stone award, my stone award, and as I said, I am half a pound away from getting my 1.5 stone award, and I was so annoyed, but you know, what can we do? And I've also been working towards my body, I've got my bronze body magic awards for anybody who doesn't do Slimming World. So to get your bronze award, you get one of these little things to fill in, and I think to get it I had to do 45 minutes per week of exercise for at least 3 days. So I've been doing that, and that's how I got my bronze award. I'm now working towards my silver award, and to get your silver award you need to do 3 30-minute, so like 1.5 hours of exercise a week over 3 days, and to hold that for 4 weeks. So where the bronze was 45 minutes, the silver is 1.5 hours, so a little bit more. And I'm on my 2nd week of doing that at the moment, and then I want to eventually do my gold award, but I might wait until after January to do that one, only because the gold award one, you have to go to the gym 5 times a week, and that's a lot to kind of do over Christmas. So I'm just getting my silver out the way. So yeah, so that's where I am so far. I did do a food journal. So when you first get started, I honestly knew nothing, and they gave you little food journals to fill in. I don't think I've got any down here with me. And I did that, and I think after a month where I felt I got the hang of it, I didn't fill them in anymore. But what I did do, I've got my own little weight loss journal book, and in it I will write every day, what I can't see, the date, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, how many sins I ended the day on, and how I feel as well. I feel like actually having a diary where I can put down how I feel has really helped me so far. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I stay so consistent, because, you know, like, honestly, losing weight is such a mind game that no one ever tells you about. Well, they do, but you don't think you appreciate it. And I would find myself, by writing down my feelings, I would go through a similar thought. So it would be maybe 4 days into the week, and I'd feel really bloated and really awful and feeling really crap about myself. And then I would go and weigh myself and realise I've lost weight. And then I would realise that actually those feelings don't actually connect to the fact that you're losing weight. No, you are losing weight even though you feel crap, but it's just a mental game. And then every week, because I've been writing down how I've been feeling, I would go, actually, you know what, Natalie, midweight, you probably get a bit down on yourself for no reason. And that same week, you still lose weight. So this is just something normal for you. Like, don't stress. Like, I think it's because midweek I get really bloated, and I've got scales at home, which is really bad, because obviously you shouldn't really weigh yourself in between it. Like, I go to group between that, but I do. It's a bad habit. But midweek I'm really bloated, and like I put on like 3 pounds. I know it's all water weight, but it messes with you mentally. So obviously in my diary I'm like, dear diary, this sucks. But it's kind of therapeutic to actually write that down. So yeah, so I think I've been good so far. And then you can kind of see how much I've lost. So I started at 15 stone 1, and I've just been writing down how much I've lost every week. So I probably have, how much I've got to lose now. If I'm 13 stone 8.5, I want to get to 9 stone. So have a many stone that is, I don't know, 4 or 5 stone. So yeah, so that's a bit of background. How I've been feeling so far. One of the difficult things for me, which is why I've never really stuck to anything before, is because I've always been like, I have so much to lose. Like, for me, losing 5-6 stone seems like such a daunting amount of weight to lose. And so whenever I've started to lose weight, I've always just given up, because the idea of losing so much weight seems so unobtainable, and the fact it's going to take so long to do, I never just bothered starting. And when I did, I'd think to myself, well, what was the point? And I think Slimming World's kind of helped me. Well, I know Slimming World works because it's a calorie deficit. I know that, you know, if you eat less and move more, you lose weight, basically speaking. But I could still never get that concept into my head. And by following Slimming World, it kind of taught me how to cook. Like, I actually have to cook things from scratch, and that's really helped as well. And yeah, so, and also the fact that you focus on a week by week. So I kind of have like blinkers on, like a horse. Like, so every week I'm like always going for that next pound or the next certificate. I'm really motivated by stickers and certificates. I can't be the only person, because I find it really works for me. Like, something like lights up inside me, the idea of like, if you lose a pound this week, you get a sticker. Nothing motivates me more. Like, we went to Pizza Hut and I didn't want any pizza, and my boyfriend was like, Nat, like, are you okay? And I'm like, going for my half a stone certificate. And he was like, if you know, I knew you were motivated by stickers, I would have got you a sticker book a long time ago. I was like, it's not that. I just love like getting certificates and getting like a clapping class and whatever, like whatever floats your boat. Like, for some people, they might be like, I couldn't think of anything worse. So the group therapy, it's not group therapy, it's called like image therapy. It makes it sound like I go to like, you know, counselling. But the image therapy that they do in group, I find really useful. Like, group just kind of floats my boat, really. Like, I just like going, I like listening to other people, I like getting a certificate, I like getting a clap, all of that. I love it, you know. And then for some people who do something more at home, that works for them because they like the plan, but they don't like having to go to group. It's whatever floats your boat. And because I know group kind of works for me, that's why I'm like, yeah, gonna stick to it. Yeah, so do I have any tips so far from my rambling on? Yeah, so my tips so far, one thing I think which has been like a saving grace for me is doing a weekly food shop. Like, I never did a weekly food shop before. We would eat takeaway at least 2-3 times a week, which is really bad. I would eat loads of sweets. Now doing a food shop. I do an online food shop. I plan my meals for the week. I buy the ingredients for the meals, and that's it. I don't do anything else, because if I go to the shop, I end up buying stuff I shouldn't do. If it's online shopping, I can just buy exactly what I need, don't buy anything extra, and then I have to cook. And I have a menu that I do for the whole week as well. Another thing that's worked for me as well, which might not work for everybody, a bit controversial, but when I first did the plan I say first did it, I've only been doing it for 9 weeks, but a month in, I had a 2-pound weight gain, and at the same time I'd started exercising. So obviously some people say once you start exercising you might get a couple weeks of weight gain, apparently because of water retention, whatever. Anyway, and then the next week I didn't really lose that much, and I hadn't had anything unhealthy for the whole 4 weeks, like nothing off plan, and my body was just feeling really like I wasn't really doing much, and I was just really wanted a slice of pizza. So I had a slice of pizza, and I didn't kill myself over it. I didn't feel guilty. The next day I didn't binge. I feel like the 4 weeks of just eating really healthy kind of gave me like a better relationship with food, got back on plan, and then that week at group I actually lost more weight than normal. So every week so far I've been having a cheat meal. Like 1 day a week I'll have one cheat meal. Not a cheat day, I'm not allowed to eat whatever I want, but one meal I can have what I want, and I find that's been working for me. I don't know, like, I don't know if there's any science behind it, whether or not your body likes extra calories, it doesn't go to starvation mode. Well, it shouldn't do, because I'm eating enough food anyway. I don't know what the science is, or if it's just my body, but it's been responding really well to having one meal a week off plan. And it's not eating everything. It's like, if we have a pizza, I'll have 2 slices of pizza, and for me that's like amazing. Normally I would eat like a whole Domino's, but it's me going, no, I'm gonna have 2 slices or 3 slices, a bit of cake, that's me done. So last Sunday I went to a carvery, and I literally just had whatever I wanted on the carvery. I just filled my plate up, ate that, so full for the rest of the day, and that was my cheat meal. And I still lost weight on my Tuesday weigh-in. Don't know, works for me, might not work for you. So yeah, so that's just how it's going so far, just how I'm feeling. I obviously losing weight is difficult. I do try and not get so down on myself when I think to myself, oh my god, I've got so much weight to lose. I've started an Instagram because I find taking pictures, 1, it helps me to keep accountable, and 2, I want to kind of record this journey because I want to keep myself accountable, and I want to be able to look back and say, yeah, you did it. And I love following loads of people on Slimming World on Instagram who do Slimming World. I find them really inspiring and stuff like that, so that's why I wanted to add my own 2 cents into it. I've got some before and after pictures on my Instagram. I don't think you can see much of a difference, like only 1.5 stones. Like I can see some slight subtle changes in maybe like my face, and my jacket can zip up now, which is always really great, but I don't think I'm going to see any major changes until like I'm further along the journey, maybe once I lose another 2 stone. But we will see. So yeah, so I wanted to do this video. These are my shiny stickers as well, because nice little stickers. And what's really annoying, I think I told you already, was that I'm a ½ pound away from hitting my 1.5 stone award, and that is actually, and so yeah, so I'm 13 stone 8.5 at the moment. And actually my 10% goal is 13.8, which is, if I lose another ½ pound, I'll hit that. And then basically that's if you lose 10% of your body weight. So I'll get 2 certificates. I'll get a ½ stone one and a 10% one. So obviously loving life. Hopefully next week I can do that. And I just wanted to add that in group we got this little bauble thing that says sparkling, what does it say? Be sparkling this Christmas. So you do a kind of, this was at the beginning of Christmas season. You kind of got to put a wish down that you wanted. So for some people it could be like not weight related. It could be, I don't know, to stay consistent, to go to the gym, to make sure to attend group. And I wrote down to reach my club 10 weight, 13 stone 8. And at this point I was I didn't think this was possible. Like I didn't think I'd ever seen a number 13 on the scale. Like obviously I started at 15 stone 1. I hadn't seen a 13 on the scale in over 3 years. So from when I wrote this down, I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool, but I'm not going to get it. And now to be ½ pound away from getting this, I think is absolutely like insane. Like I'm really happy. Like I just like, I don't think you could even understand, like writing this down, I had no clue that this could even be in reach. And what's really exciting is that I could actually hit target. Like, I know that sounds really silly, but when I first start and they go, what weight would you like to be? And I'm like, oh yeah, 9 stone. Because for me, that sounds like amazing. I could never think I could do that. And actually, 8-9 weeks in, a stone and nearly a half gone. The idea that actually, well, if I can lose that, like, why can't I lose another 4 stone? Like, surely that's possible, and it is. And it's really exciting to think that I could hit target. So, yeah, so that's my update. So, as I said, I want to try starting uploading more YouTube videos. I don't think I just want to do Slimming World on my YouTube, but I do want to do Slimming World as a part of my YouTube because, as I said, I love watching other people's YouTube videos. I love watching how they change every time they do their vlogs and stuff, and hopefully I want to see that for me as well. So yeah, so if anybody's starting Slimming World, doing Slimming World, or thinking of it, or just on their own weight loss journey so far, feel free to let me know what's been working for you. Can any of you relate for the idea of that it feels like it's going to take forever to lose this weight, or is it just me? And how's everybody coping with it over the Christmas period? I am really worried that I'm going to eat loads of food over Christmas, but as somebody at group told me, Christmas is only really 2 days, like maybe Christmas and Boxing Day. It's not an excuse to like eat what you want for the whole month. And I'm like, really? Because I didn't get that memo. I assumed it was as soon as it hit December 1st, I could just eat whatever I want, but apparently not. But yes, so hopefully this video was somewhat helpful, or not. I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully I will do another vlog. Let me know if you find this useful, or if not, like, whatever, that's fine too. Like, you don't have to watch if you don't like it. And I'll talk to you soon.